This is Taste of Your Neighborhood. I'm Jody Matheson, and today we're at Nellie James Gourmet Food to Go in beautiful downtown Dundas.
Hi.
Hi there.
Welcome to Nellie James.
Thank you. I was expecting some seating.
Well, actually there isn't, because this is a gourmet to go. Chef Ken creates different dishes every day, depending upon the time of the year, the type of product he gets in, and how he feels. So you basically pick up your food, you go home, put it in the oven, have yourself a glass of wine, and 15 minutes later, presto, dinner's ready for you.
I need to talk to this chef.
All right, let me get him for you.
I'll have this, and I'll have this. Oh, I want some of that. Thank you so much for taking time to meet with me.
Thank you for coming out.
How long have you been in this location?
Well, I've been in this location since 2003. The business started as chef and wife, same concept, and that ran for about 9 years, and I've changed the name now to my maternal grandmother, Nellie James.
I was going to ask you about Nellie James. Tell me a bit about who she was.
Nellie James is my mom's mom. Nellie James was raised in India. She was an English-Irish woman, raised like 11 kids there. Not in luxury, but she was a strong, determined woman. She spoke many languages, and she was kind, and she was a great cook.
Did she ever use a menu or recipes? Because I looked around here and you don't have one. How do you do this every day?
No, she didn't use a menu. She didn't use recipes. It was all what was available to her. It was all what she could get to cook with. And I guess I'm using the same principle in regards to how we do Nellie James. We source out local suppliers, and we have a blackboard menu that is based on local seasonal cuisine. Granted, in the wintertime, it's not so easy, but we do as much as we can local.
Because when I look around my kitchen and I'm trying to put something together just based on what I have, I'm lucky if I can put together mac and cheese. But looking at your dishes that you serve, you come out with the most outstanding recipes. How do you get so creative?
Well, first of all, thank you. And then secondly, I've been cooking now for 30 years, and I went to George Brown, French trained in downtown Toronto, a little bit of time in Europe, but I've worked Louisiana cuisine, etouffees, gumbos, hush puppies. I've worked German, schnitzels, goulashes. I've worked Californian fusion with moles and tomatillo sauces, and I've worked local, and I've worked a lot by myself in small 30-seat kitchens where no one told me what was right and wrong. So I started developing this style of food that just brought everything together, and fortunately I have all these areas to draw from.
Well, I like your motto: if it tastes good, eat it.
And that's the way it is, If it tastes good, eat it. If it doesn't taste good, don't eat it.
Not having a menu and having to be as creative as you are on a day-to-day basis, that's the kind of thing that would stress me out.
Why don't we go into the kitchen and let me show you how it's done. So Jody, I'm very happy you're in my kitchen. I want to show you one of the hors d'oeuvres that we do in regards to our in-house hors d'oeuvre parties, which is very, very popular with a lot of our clients.
How much catering do you do?
Well, I would say 40% catering, 60% from the store.
And show me what we're going to make.
What we have here is beautiful wagyu sakai, which is a local raiser of wagyu beef. This is Kobe. It's probably one of the nicest meats in the world. This is one of the hors d'oeuvres. If I go into a person's home, this is one of the hors d'oeuvres I would do for their evening. I'm going to heat my pans up, I'm going to salt my wagyu, and I'm going to sear it rare. And then we're just going to slice it on some naan with some shiitake mushrooms. We'll see if we can deglaze it with some 40 Creek whiskey. Deglazing, we want to burn away the alcohol, but keep the lovely intense flavor of the base of the whiskey, the rye.
Whoa! So look at that. Is that safe?
Yeah, it's safe.
If it's safe, can I give it a try?
You most certainly can. Beautiful. Okay. Tilt it.
Woo!
As soon as this flame subsides, I'm going to add chicken stock. I'm going to reduce it by half to intensify the flavor, and then finish it off with the lovely birch syrup to thicken it and add some sweetness and birch flavor.
Okay, Ken, This seems like it could turn into chaos.
And you're absolutely right, but controlled chaos, I like to call it. You're not exactly sure how your day is going to progress, as with a lot of people. You're not exactly sure how the people are going to respond to the food. You're not exactly even sure how the specific food you're going to put out is going to actually happen when you're going into different homes, using different ovens, using meeting different people, trying to work with them, trying to adapt to their flavors that they like. And when it comes together, it is magic. When it all hits those final notes, like music, it is magic.
Well, I tell you, the crescendo of our event today is me making these appetizers disappear. Let's eat. All right.
Okay.
Salud.
Salud. Beautiful. Okay. Tilt it.
Woo! Now we're cooking with fire.